Hi everyone, we're uncovering some lesser-known facts about World War I and World War II. Whether you're a history buff or just curious about how these wars shaped our world, stick around because you're in for an enlightening journey. Today, we're diving into the fascinating and often tumultuous history of the two most significant conflicts of the 20th century, World War I and World War II. These wars reshaped nations, societies, and the very course of human history. From the trenches of Europe to the deserts of North Africa, from the skies over Britain to the Pacific Islands, these global conflicts left no corner of the world untouched. Did you know that the assassination of a single archduke set off a chain reaction that led to the First World War, or that an unbreakable code created by Native Americans played a crucial role in the Second World War? Today, we're uncovering these and other riveting facts about the world wars that you might not have learned in school. Origins of World War I. The spark that ignited World War I was the assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand of Austria-Hungary on June 28, 1914. He was killed by Gavrilo Princip, a Bosnian Serb nationalist. This single event set off a chain reaction of alliances and hostilities that drew in countries from around the globe. The intricate web of alliances between major powers, such as Germany, Austria-Hungary, and Italy forming the Triple Alliance, and France, Russia, and Great Britain forming the Triple Entente, meant that a conflict involving one could quickly escalate to involve all. The trenches of World War I. One of the most enduring images of World War I is the trenches. Soldiers lived and fought in these muddy, rat-infested lines for months, sometimes years. Trench warfare created a brutal stalemate, with neither side able to advance significantly. Life in the trenches was harsh. Soldiers faced constant threats from artillery shells, sniper fire, and gas attacks. Diseases like trench foot and typhus were rampant. The outbreak of World War II. World War II began on September 1, 1939, when Germany invaded Poland. This act prompted Britain and France to declare war on Germany. The war quickly spread across Europe and beyond, drawing in nations from every corner of the globe. The early years of the war were marked by rapid German victories. Using a strategy known as Blitzkrieg or Lightning War, the Germans overran much of Europe in a matter of months. The role of codebreakers in World War II. One of the key factors in the Allied victory was the work of codebreakers. The British, working at Bletchley Park, managed to crack the German Enigma code, allowing them to intercept and decipher German military communications. This intelligence coup provided the Allies with crucial information, helping them to anticipate and counter German movies. Alan Turing, one of the key figures at Bletchley Park, is often credited with shortening the war by several years. The Pacific Theater. The war in the Pacific was another critical front. On December 7, 1941, Japan launched a surprise attack on the United States at Pearl Harbor, drawing America into the war. The Pacific Theater saw some of the most intense and brutal fighting of the war. The strategy of island hopping, where the Allies targeted key islands to capture while bypassing others, eventually brought them closer to Japan. The Holocaust. One of the darkest chapters of World War II was the Holocaust. The systematic extermination of 6 million Jews, along with millions of others deemed undesirable by the Nazi regime, remains one of the most horrific atrocities in human history. The full extent of the Holocaust only became apparent as Allied forces liberated concentration camps in 1945. The images and testimonies from these camps shocked the world and remain a stark reminder of the horrors of unchecked hatred and bigotry. End of World War II. The turning point in Europe came on June 6, 1944, with the D-Day invasion. Allied forces stormed the beaches of Normandy, France, beginning the liberation of Western Europe from Nazi control. By May 1945, Allied forces had closed in on Berlin, and Hitler committed suicide. Germany surrendered on May 8, 1945, marking the end of the war in Europe. In the Pacific, the war ended after the United States dropped atomic bombs on the Japanese cities of Hiroshima and Nagasaki in August 1945. Japan surrendered shortly after, on August 15, 1945, bringing World War II to a close.